Hello mates, I hope you're all doing well. So today I've got a whole bunch of photos of some really cool traditional tattoos that I found from Instagram as well as various other Facebook pages that I'm a part of, and together we're going to have a look at them, react to them, and maybe, get a little judgmental. So without further fucking about, we all want to look at some sick ass traditional tattoos, don't we? Let's get into it. So first up we've got this badass looking boxer dude. Got a little handlebar moustache, he's wearing some boxing gloves, we've got the words "no pain, no gain" over some banners. Is this a cover-up? Is there like something behind? Maybe that's just part of the design. First of all, I absolutely fucking love this. I mean, look at the hair, the little moustache, the details in the face with the creases in his forehead, the eyebrows. I mean, the tattoos. The attention to detail is off the charts. This rose is fucking beautiful. I love how simple the colour palette is with just red and some yellow, and then there's some brown to like imply the skin tone. And then of course you've got your classic black shading that you're always going to get in traditional tattoos. But this is an absolutely phenomenal tattoo, and I am so thrilled for whoever owns this tattoo. I'm so thrilled for you that you get to go around for the rest of your life wearing this on your body. That's pretty fucking cool. Alright, on to the next one. Holy fuck, this one is beautiful as well. Straight away, what I'm really drawn to is her beautiful eye. So obviously we've got a lady head here with some flowers in her hair. It's kind of similar to mine. It's your classic lady on the top of the arm tattoo. I always think that the hair always looks like, like Mr. Whippy kind of ice cream. In like a really good way, of course. That's not like I'm not slagging off the tattoo by saying her hair looks like ice cream. It looks like ice cream in a good way, But holy fuck, she's beautiful. I love how simple this is. The artist has really left a lot of the person's natural skin tone throughout the tattoo. Absolutely incredible shit. Top marks. Alright, on to the next one. Holy fuck, this is cool. So we've got some blackwork traditional here. It's like a devil's head with a dagger going through it and a couple of blood drips at the bottom. Badass. He's poking his little tongue out. Look at his little tongue. This is a seriously fucking cool tattoo. Badass as all hell. I'm always going to love blackwork traditional tattoos, Especially when they're done really well. They're super clean, bold, thick lines, really saturated black shading. Always going to look amazing. And this is a style that will suit literally anyone as well. I do think like the handle of the blade up here is perhaps a little too like squared off. It looks kind of a little bit strange to me in that way, but I mean, look at this guy's face, look at the shading, it's fucking great. A really good solid tattoo. Alright, next one. So now we've got like a Sailor Jerry style crawling panther. I love a crawling panther design, and this one is super well executed. There's not actually a huge amount of like heavy black in there. There's some like whip shading, there's a lot of clean skin actually throughout, but I'm super into this. Look at this vicious face. Do not mess with this guy. He will eat you for dinner. This is actually part of a matching pair, and on the other side this person has a tiger done in the same traditional blackwork style. This is so cool. I mean, look at the stripes. I love this. I'm in absolute awe of it. Again, blackwork traditional tattoos look incredible always whenever they're done well. Suit anyone, 100% would recommend. Look at this angry kitty little's face. Unbelievable, and they really complement each other. Again, this person is really lucky to be able to walk around with both of these tattoos. Next one. So now we have like a leg sleeve. So what have we got going on? We've got this, I guess this is like Medusa because there's like snakes in her hair. And then we've got rose on the knee, phenomenal. Then we've got this angry doggy, I think he's actually a wolf. And then we've got a blackbird, that's very cool, with a little blue flower filler behind. We've got grandpa and a harmonica, very cool. It's like a very special tribute tattoo. What else have we got going on? We've got a ship with butterflies as the sails. That's super cool. That's something I've literally never seen before, and how often can you say that about a traditional tattoo? That is very cool indeed. Then we've got a spider on the back of the knee ditch. Oh, it must have been proper spicy. And underneath that, we've got this like nutcracker kind of evil dude. Look at his eyes. Fucking hell. Don't mess with him. And then we've got this crocodile with like skin rips. Oh, that represents the water. Ooh, badass. And then we've got another, I guess this is a tribute tattoo, Love Grandma letter, with some blue flower fillers behind. Blue roses, I should say. What a phenomenal leg sleeve. I particularly love the rose on the knee. Roses done in traditional style is always going to look great. They especially look great on the knee as part of a leg sleeve, I think. I would like to get a rose on one of my knees. This grandpa tribute tattoo, again, is just stunning. Such a beautiful tribute tattoo. Blackbird, super cool. Love the flower filler. The eye, so small but so much just detail in there. It just absolutely draws you into it. And again, the ship with butterflies as sails, just absolutely stunning work. This person would have experienced a lot of pain to get all these pieces, but I'd imagine for them it must be so worth it, because that is an absolutely stunning leg sleeve that they've got going on. Beautiful work. On to the next one. Okay, this is cool. This is fucking cool. So it's the back of some dude's noggin, and then we've got this like abstract devil naked lady kind of thing going on. I love this. I love like a really surreal design that incorporates like a couple of different elements together. Like the devil face and the woman has been done a lot, but this is a take that I haven't seen before, and this is executed so well. These are the cleanest, crispiest lines that you will literally ever see in your life. Look how saturated that red is, how saturated the shading is. A properly phenomenal tattoo. The only thing about this is you've got to keep your hair real short, because you will, if you get this tattoo, you will want to show it off. So no letting your hair grow out for you. Otherwise you'll just have like legs and hair poking out, wouldn't you? Phenomenal work. Must have been uncomfortable as all hell to get it, but phenomenal work. Right, next one. Okay, so this one is super simple. Got some more blackwork traditional with like a super old school like cowgirl with 2 shooters in each hand. Pew pew. Super sparse shading, lots of just clean open skin throughout the tattoo, but it doesn't really need loads of shading in it. The little bit of shading that they've used in all the right places. Super simple but super effective. I love really old school tattoos of ladies like this with like a super simple face. Just a few lines, but that's all you need, and it makes for such a stunning tattoo. Lovely stuff. Right, next one. Okay, continuing along the cowgirl theme, we've got this cowgirl head with a cool little cowboy hat on her, some more ice cream hair, bit of rosy cheek, red lip vibe going on. So the first thing that I really noticed about this is the use of green throughout the tattoo, which is not something you see a whole lot of in traditional tattoos. Like obviously green is used a lot, but not as like a really kind of main like feature color. Like you get green to like for like the shading on like leaves and that kind of stuff, like sort of few kind of highlights here and there of green. But to use green as like a really like center part of the tattoo is something that I personally haven't seen a whole lot of in a traditional tattoo, and I think here it really works. Got a green scarf, got a green going throughout the cowboy hat. Again, super simple colour palette. Obviously you got your black shading in there. It's a traditional tattoo after all. Again, red in there. Again, traditional tattoo. A lot of brown in the hat, as you kind of expect. And then yeah, using this green, and then there's a bit of yellow in there as well, but using this green as like a real highlight colour. Got some white highlights in there as well. Yeah, I love this. The eye is so simple and so small, but again, it really draws your eye to it. Do you know what I mean? I love that. Okay, on to the next one. So we've got a sleeve to have a look at now. Again, more blackwork style traditional. We've got this cool like Native American capping off the top of the arm. Under that we've got an eagle. Yeah, I assume that's an eagle. I'm not big on my birds. I'm not like a bird watcher. Got some dice in action. I assume that's a rose. I will assume that's a accordion panther with some flower fillers. Seeing that that's a snake at a bomb. Obviously the Native American head is the freshest thing, hence why your eyes are immediately drawn to it, and is really the feature of this photo, and is absolutely fucking stunning. The composition is great. The shading is perfect throughout. Particularly my eyes are drawn towards the feathers, and the shading there is absolutely perfect. This headband is cool as all fuck. Just a really nice executed tattoo. Again, really very nice. Next one. Okay, this is cool. We've got a cool little wolf head, a little tongue waggling around. Look at the eyes. Fucking hell. What have you seen, mate? This tattoo's really hairy considering it looks pretty fresh. So again, this is a really well done tattoo that we got here. Guess that's on like the inner bicep, which I don't know if I've mentioned before in my videos, but is a particularly horrible place to get tattooed. I'll tell you what I really noticed about this, which is something you don't see a lot of in traditional tattoos, is this like shade of dark blue. Obviously there's some pink in there as well to kind of imply like the gums and the inside of the ear. Pink is another one that's a bit of a kind of out there colour in traditional tattoos that you don't see a lot of in like your more kind of classic traditional tattoos, I guess. But this blue, super cool. I love this. Badass as all hell. Executed absolutely beautifully. Composition is great. Shading shading is great. Black is nice and saturated as it should be, and there's a lot of black in there. I always love it when a traditional tattoo is like 90% black shading, you know, with the other 10% being a bit of colour shading to make it, you know, really pop and stand out. Yeah, fucking love that. Next. Okay, so we've got another blackwork sleeve here. Got another eagle. Something weird about the eyes. Looks like both the eyes are on the same side of his head. Is that just me? Do when you guys look at this, does it look like that to you too? The face is weird, like the eyes. Both of the eyes are on the same side of his head, you know? Other than that, the eagle looks really cool. Got another panther head again. I love a panther head. Cool little flower here. Got a dagger going through a skull. Snakes wrapped around both. Very cool. Little anchor with like a compass in the middle, and in that looks like a ship kind of scene. Rose on the elbow. I can't stop looking at this fucking eagle's face and just thinking that the eyes look weird. Like, you can only see one side of its face, why not just put one eye, the eye that you would be able to see, you know? Unless that's what they're going for and it's some like mutated bird or something. I love these little stars that we've got filling out. Oh, there's like a snake head back there as well. Right, other than the weird eagle eye stuff, which again, my eyes are drawn to for some reason, because it is weird in my opinion. Everything else about this sleeve is absolutely fucking spot on. Panther, great. Flower, great. The skull with the dagger going through it and the snake, probably my favourite piece on the sleeve. Badass as all hell. Ah! Okay, next one. Okay, so we got another knee. There's like this island, sunset, rain cloud, lightning bolt, palm tree, surrealism kind of thing going on. Again, another beautiful eye. I just love like a really well done eye as part of a traditional tattoo, you know? The eyes are the window to the soul. As I said before when I was talking about the lady devil head combination, I love surrealism as part of tattoos. Whilst this doesn't make the most kind of amount of sense to my brain, it's still very cool to look at nonetheless. Everything is well executed. It's strange, it almost looks like there's like dry skin as part of the tattoo though, but then it looks like it was taken by the artist just after it was done. Maybe that's just how the knee goes, like when you get it tattooed. I would know, I've not had my knee tattooed. But it is a very nice tattoo indeed. I would love to see like a healed photo of this, see how vibrant this orange has stayed, how vibrant the blue has stayed as well. If this is your tattoo, hit me up, I'd love to see a healed photo. Okay, next one. So we've got this like really cool western scene going on. We've got like a cow skull, some cactus, we're in the desert, there's a sunset, got some mountains / big rocks in the background. It's all outlined by this kind of rope with a flower filler at the bottom. This is really very cool indeed. I love western themes as part of traditional tattoos. They always look really cool, and I particularly love this one. Look how fucking beautiful that sunset is. Absolutely outrageous. And then look at the cow skull as well. Badass as all hell. I would love something like this on me. This is just so well done. The shading is absolutely fucking breathtaking. Another one that I'd really love to see a healed photo of, see how vibrant all these orange and red have stayed. The composition is incredible. I love literally every little thing about this. Another very lucky person who gets to walk around with this on them. Okay, next one. So we've got this cool like flail on the leg, on like the side of their right leg. Very cool indeed. Love the chain link. To me, chain link always looks really good for our like traditional tattoos as well. Like when people cap their like the tops of their arms off with chain link, that always looks really cool. Or bits of chain link as like filler throughout a traditional tattoo sleeve. Again, very cool. I do think there could possibly be a little bit more black shading in like the actual like spike ball bit of the flail. There's a lot of clean skin throughout this. I personally would like to see just a little bit more black shading brought in more towards the center. Like obviously it is very readable, you can still tell what's going on with this tattoo, but just like from a personal preference point of view, would like to see a little bit more black in the kind of spike ball. And I do think there could be a little bit more saturation in the brown in the handle as well, like a deeper darker brown. I do feel that will kind of wash out a lot when it heals. Yeah, would just like to see some more like solid black in there, but again, a really very nice tattoo indeed. Okay, next one. We've got another cowgirl with a lot of green in it as well. There must be something about cowgirls and green. We've got some purple shading in this one. Again, not something you see loads of in like classic traditional tattoos. This is a really interesting colour palette actually. So we've got a cowgirl with a big hat, shooting people up, some love hearts as part of the hat as well. This is just like a really interesting traditional tattoo. It's not something that I've seen like a load of. Like a really interesting colour palette, not something you see a whole lot of, with this use of green, and there's like blue and yellow in the brim of the hat and in the like shawl as well, and then purple in the hat as well, purple in the gun. Like on paper that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but together, combined together, this looks really very cool, very striking to look at. That is a beautiful face as well. This is one badass tattoo. Again, would love to see a held photo of this. Next one. Okay, so we've got this like angel sitting on top of this like skull and crossbones kind of vibe. I love that. I love the contrast where you've got this like really, you know, innocent looking angel, and then she's just resting her head on this skull and crossbones. I love the like contrast, the contradiction of that. That appeals to my kind of sense of humour, my sensibilities as a human being, I guess. I really love the face. Another one which got a load of purple and green in it. These are two things that are always going to look great as a traditional tattoo, which is a lady, or in this case an angel, and a skull, and then together they look really fucking great. They look really cool. As I said, I really like the contrast between the two things. A really very nice tattoo. Right, next one. Okay, so is this like part fresh, part healed? Because that is obviously very fresh. That maybe is a few weeks healed. I don't know, difficult to tell. Anyway, we've got this eagle holding a skull, two roses either side of it on the chest. I don't want to like immediately slag it off, but I feel like the wings are kind of short. Like I feel like you could have filled out the whole chest by extending the wings out. Maybe you make the head a bit bigger as well, so it all like is in proportion. But the wings look kind of short to me, you know? Don't get me wrong, it's still a very nice tattoo indeed. I just feel like these wings need to be extended out a bit to kind of make more sense as like a chest piece. I mean, of course, I imagine this person will fill out around it anyway, but still, extend those wings out, bring them like right up to like the oh, biology, don't fail me now. Bring the wings like right up to like the shoulders. Other than that, I love the colour palette. Choice to add this kind of blue in there as well. I'm sure once this settles down, it will be the same yellow that is it over here. Roses are very nice as well. Skull is really well done. I love these like cuts going through the skull, like the eagle is really kind of dug in its talons into this poor fella's head. Yeah, just wish they'd have extended the wings out is all. Right, on to the next one. Okay, so we come to our last photo, and it is a snake head grabbing onto a guy's hand, like as if they're like shaking hand to head. I'm sure lots of people have seen like redraws of this piece, but it is a really fucking cool piece. Again, I don't mean to get really critical, but it looks kind of like the snake's got too many teeth to me. These two front teeth make sense to me. These two back teeth, I don't know. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Maybe in the original piece that this is like a redraw of, that everybody's seen loads of, there is 4 teeth and I've never noticed that. But it is a super well done tattoo. Like the shading is absolutely perfect. I love this like kind of pepper shading around the hand, using a lot of the person's natural skin tone for the highlights. Look at this super deep black here in the snake head. Fits really nice with the contours of this person's body on the bottom of their stomach. Very cool indeed. And that is it. Those are my reactions to some really cool, sick-ass traditional tattoos. If you did enjoy this video, give it a like and hit the subscribe button and all of that other YouTube bollocks. If you like the music that you're hearing in the background, well, it was actually all produced by moi. I have another channel where I post beats / instrumentals that I've written for singers to use to write songs to, so if that is something that you are interested in, I'll put a link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.